Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Senate prediction videos where we take a look at the Senate races going on across the country this year. And the next race we're going to take a look at is the race in the state of Louisiana. And it is a seat currently held by the Republican Party and Senator Bill Cassidy. Cassidy is in his first term in the Senate, and in 2014 he won election to the Senate with 11.86% of the vote. Uh, Trump won the state by almost 20% in 2016, and even though the state has a Democratic governor that they reelected in 2019, Trump will carry the state solidly in this election. There's no doubt to think otherwise. If Donald Trump loses the state of Louisiana, he has lost a massive landslide. And Joe Biden's probably knocking on the door of 500 electoral votes if that occurs. So, let's take a look at the nominees. Well, there's not any official yet, because of how Louisiana does its primaries for federal and statewide office. They hold a jungle primary on the general election day, where candidates of all parties run, and unless someone gets 50% of the vote, the two top vote getters will go to a runoff, and they will hold that runoff at a later date, usually in the first week of December, and it's on a Saturday. So, the likely two nominees, though, we actually do have two people that are going to be the likely nominees. Adrian Perkins is the likely Democratic nominee. He is the candidate that is endorsed by the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee and a lot of prominent Democrats nationwide. He is the mayor of Shreveport, and he will be facing the incumbent Senator Cassidy. Senator Cassidy is a first-term senator. He defeated the former Senator Mary Landrieu in 2014 to flip the seat. And he became the first Republican to hold the seat since Reconstruction. Prior to that, he was a member of the House of Representatives from 2009 until 2015. And prior to that, he served in the state senate. And he is a medical doctor by training. So that is Cassidy's background. Regardless of who the Democratic nominee is, it may end up not being Perkins. Mr. Cassidy, though, definitely will be the Republican nominee. He has gadfly opposition from a lesser-known candidate that, from all I can tell, has never ran for political office before. And just based on the national trend of the state and the fact that it is a deep red state, this is an easy call. Senator Cassidy will be elected to a second term in the Senate, and it will be a Republican hold. I know some people on the progressive left may say, well, Jake, they have a Democratic governor, and they reelected him in 2019. Okay, two things. One, John Bel Edwards is a very conservative Democrat. And two, you have to look at the factors that led to his election. In 2010, he ran against, or not 2010, 2015, he ran against probably the most flawed candidate in history to win election, and followed a very unpopular Republican governor in Bobby Jindal. And in 2019, he had the luxury of running against two pretty staunch Republicans that just bloodied each other up in the primary, and the party couldn't coalesce behind one in the jungle primary. I mean, it led to an event where in the closing days of the campaign, Donald Trump had a rally for both candidates. Like, it was the wildest thing I've ever seen. So, that's, and I know some Democrats at the time may have thought, oh, let's throw money into Louisiana. These are the same people also probably saying, oh, throw money into Kentucky. Mitch McConnell may have a chance of going down. No. Spend money where it's wise. Spend it in Maine. Spend it in Arizona, Colorado, even South Carolina, Georgia, places like that. There is no chance that this seat gets flipped to the Democrats. I'm sorry, none. So there's my view. And I know some people may say, well, Jake, just 6 short years ago, a Democrat held the seat. Yes, they did. But this seat has gone away, and it's gone away for a long time. And it's going to be a long time before it comes back. So I'll see y'all all on the flip side. We may talk about some House races tomorrow, because I'm getting to the point with some of these Senate races where I'm getting to where I'm going to have to see a little bit more out into the future before I make my final prediction and do a lot more depth research and kind of look at the polling, because we're getting now really into the meat and potatoes. We've got North Carolina, South Carolina, both Georgia seats, Maine, Texas even. I mean, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty with our states. So I may take a look at a couple of the House races to talk about some of the House races going on around the country that have piqued my interest. Or we may even take a look at the national picture. There's been a lot that has gone on in that in recent days. So I'll see y'all all then.